All right, y'all. We got a good video for y'all today. Y'all know we love exposing the racist, dog. This one here tried it. She played a stupid game and won a stupid prize. Evidently, look.
Hype me up.
Y'all know I need that.
Hype me up.
Stop acting brand new.
Hype me up.
Y'all know what it is.
Okay, this undercover racist didn't really know what she was getting into. She tried to check this girl while shopping, and this is what happened.
Your shirt's pretty fucking racist, by the way.
Are you a Klan member?
No.
Then why would you be offended?
Because it's just offensive
To who?
to other people.
What people?
Klan members.
Probably.
That makes sense then.
You gotta
Hey, bro, somebody said when you're black, you're never truly alone.
admire the quick wittiness of this girl wearing this shirt because it shut everything down. Lady, you found it offensive because you are a part of it or believed in some of these beliefs that this Klan, you know which ones, the ones that start with the K, believe in. That's why you took offense to it. Nobody else would but you and somebody from that group. Exactly. So she called you out, and I know you feel. And guess what? You should.
Hey, my whole thing is this too. There's a third option that I would like to submit to y'all. The mere fact that someone is taking up for themselves and saying, you know, F a group of people who are lynching, who are known to lynch black folks, is offensive to you. The bully being called out by the victim makes you feel some type of way. You just want a motherfucker to just lay down and be bullied forever. Nah, that's not gonna happen.
Start driving my asshole, you fucking nerd. It is great. You know what's great?
You see
You're
this?
still gonna be black, and we're not. Make sure you tell them you're a fucker. I'm still white. You're still black.
The crazy thing is that white people actually think that calling us black is an insult. I get it. For them, being black in their mind could probably be the worst thing on planet Earth. But for me, I want to be blacker. I want to be darker. Let me do something. Let me walk into the sun, something that you cannot do. Let me walk into the sun. I want to be darker. You understand? Like, what? Being black is not an insult. Being black is not an insult. We love being seasoned. Understand that, right? We love being coordinated.
Facts.
We love having flavor. Imagine saying you are the superior one and you are beefing with nature. Sunlight is your enemy. Oh, I'm okay. Imagine being this miserable. Imagine waking up in your life this miserable. Oh no. Oh no.
Yes, it's still.
Hey, that's like, dog, this is what they do, bro. Whenever somebody insults you and they ain't got nothing else to do because they're not witty, they just try to insult you on the most surface level thing that they see about you. Like if it was a skinny and an obese person going at it, the skinny person would be like, well, at least I ain't fat like you. You know, it's like such a lazy insult, bro. Come on, bro. Like,
A shame that racism still exists, all right? For someone to just go ahead and point out different color does not mean anything. This man would probably even point to an Asian and say, that's why you're yellow. He would probably point to a Spanish person and say, that's why you're brown, okay? He is delusional just at all means, and that is just white supremacy at its finest. He strongly believes just because he is a different skin tone, he has more than that next person. He has the right to the world.
hey, that's the discovery doctrine shit that I always tell y'all about, man. Like the Pope Alexander, whatever his name was, he really brainwashed even the lowest of lowest white men to believe that they're better than every other group of people on the face of the earth just because God says so. They really were brainwashed into that, and they believe it, dog. I'm talking about they can have a whole mouth full of missing teeth, meth head, homeless on the street, black guy, top 10 surgeon in the whole entire world, and they still think they better than him as he drives by in his Benz.
All right, let's go ahead and get into some further clips. How racists try to get away with one, but they get instantly exposed.
All right, man, show me something. Hurry up, too.
So, unfortunately, racism is still alive and well, not just in America, but here in Natomas. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with. But you know what? That's okay. All it tells me is that people are scared because people that look like me are actually making a difference. So all we do is we work it harder and making change happen one day at a time. Chin and chin.
Hey, dog, I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I I seen a racist really like go at an Indian dude that I knew. I went to school with the dude, and it was like, other than the fact that the guy's Indian, he's better than you on like from a metric standpoint in every category. He's smarter. He has more money, higher credit score. You know what I'm saying? Speaks 2 or 3 languages. And the only thing you could tell somebody like him is like, you're still a saying N-word. Like, bro, like they just so lazy with the insults, man.
You saying I got your phone? Like, what do you think you see me at? I mean, like, what do you think you see me at?
Yo, she really built like she messy.
I mean, she just accused me of
You
having
know,
a
every
phone.
messy girl built like that.
I've never seen this lady a day in my life. And I definitely don't got Boost Mobile, so I couldn't have seen you at a Boost Mobile store.
Nigga say, I definitely ain't seen you in a Boost Mobile store. Man, this is bothering me, man. What this is? Get out. Sitting up there looking steak. She look like she need to let off some steam. Like she just all compressed like this. Like, relax. She all tense, man. Let your shoulders down.
She said I got her phone. I've never seen a lady a day in my life.
Racists will make exceptions to their racism. I'm mixed, black and white, and I was raised by my white family, and several of my family members are racist. No, not all of my white family members are racist. However, there are a large number of them that are racist. Admit it, but they are, just like most racists.
I can't be racist. I like LeBron James and everything he did for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, I'll be the first to admit I was a little upset when he left at first, and I might have thrown out an N-word. But from there, I never said it again. I just write it down. What that boy throwing, what's his name? V.O. Vaughn? He's like, yeah, when I need to get the N-word off, I just write it down. What the hell wrong with these people, bruh?
And one of the reasons that they'll use to justify the fact that they're not racist is their love for me and my siblings, or their black friends, or the black people that they choose to date romantically. So I was 5 or 6, and kids, we all used to play with everybody in the neighborhood. So we're outside playing, we're doing our thing in my great-grandparents' yard. I go inside to get me a drink of water, and my pawpaw, that's what I call it, my pawpaw looks at me and he says, "Get them ninjas, hard ERs, out of my yard." Mind you, I'm a child. That was my first time ever hearing that word.
Hey, fun fact about me, bro. The first time I ever got called the N-word, it was in a similar situation. Some old white dude told us N-words to get out his yard, bro. Yeah, that happened.
And I was so confused. I said, "Papa, what's a hard ER?" I remember my mama, his wife, she would say, she was sweet as, however, she was complicit in it. She said, "Don't worry about it. You just go outside and play. Don't worry about that." So I went outside. I went back outside with my friends and I said, "Y'all, my papa said we got to get out of his yard." So we all went over to the neighbor's house. I did not understand until I was older and started reflecting and looking back just how fucked up that was. And y'all, that's just one story of many. Now that I'm older, I reflect on so much.
You got a lot of them.
I'm sorry. I'm on my healing journey. I'm trying my damnedest. But I know there's a lot of y'all that resonate with the same exact thing. If y'all want to tell y'all stories, I would love to hear them. I would love to talk about it. Some shared experiences.
She about to start crying.
Yo, I'm telling y'all, y'all don't understand just how deep racism cuts. especially from people who love you and make you exceptions to their hatred. And I'm having the toughest time as an adult navigating that side of my family. I will be discussing this topic a lot more because it is time for me to heal from some shit. And I have stayed quiet on it for so long because I did not want those people who claim to love me unconditionally to feel any type of way. And you know what? It's my fucking truth. It's my truth, my lived experiences. I will speak on it because it's real shit that happens every day.
Say, bro, this girl I went to school with, bro, she half white, half black. And like, she's a big ass Donald Trump fan, MAGA fan or whatever. And she tried to tell me that because she's half white, half black, she knows more about racism than I do. And I'm like, yeah, probably because you've seen it from the white side of your family so much. She was like, nah, I heard it on the black side too. And I was like, give me an example of the type of things that they said. Crickets. Bro, like I'm telling you, dog, whenever I see mixed race people talk about their racist side of the family, it's almost always the white side, dog. Or the Hispanic side. If it's mixed with black, it almost never comes from the black side, bro. Real talk, man. You don't hear too many stories about black people not accepting their biracial grandkids. You don't hear that shit, bro. You just don't.
So I haven't talked about this yet because, number one, I was processing it, and number two, it wasn't like overtly racist. Well, it was, but it wasn't like the N-word, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, do I talk about it? Do I not talk about it? My work knows about it. I've already filed a report, blah, 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 blah. But I felt like I just needed to say this because I think we need to understand truly what the state of the world is right now. Not that it has been any different ever, but I just think that people are getting way too comfortable and they need to be handled. I'm a librarian, and while I was at work, sometimes we get deliveries.
I heard about them
and
librarians.
Sometimes I work in the front, especially if the front desk person is not there. I was working in the front. We got a delivery. I'm checking in books, as librarians do, minding my own business. I was polite. It's customer service. I said hello, went back to my business. He asked me for the name for the delivery. I said, oh, my name's Amber. Went back to checking in books. He said, you don't look like an Amber. I said, oh. Went back to minding my business, checking in books. He goes, you know what you look like? I said nothing. He continued with, you look like a Felicia Aisha Hernandez.
Ooh.
I said,
oh, man. Them microaggressions.
At this point, he can see that I'm uncomfortable and deeply confused. Cause, huh? And he goes, oh, what was the name for the delivery again? Alicia? I said, my name's Amber. You know my name's Amber because you told me I don't look like an Amber. And that's what sparked this whole weird, racially motivated incident in the first place. At which point I said, it's Amber. And he goes, you know I was just kidding. And I was like, and he walked out. I felt so deeply triggered and uncomfortable. I went to the back. My boss comes back from the bathroom. That's why nobody was around. My boss was in the bathroom.
They do it when they know nobody looking.
And I said, something really uncomfortable just happened to me. As I'm telling her this, I'm crying because what the fuck was that? I was minding my own business, living my life, and then that comes to my front door. So we go through this whole thing. I tell her everything that happened. She's pissed. She tells HR. HR handles whatever they need to fucking handle because my job got me. He's no longer allowed back on the property, and if he comes back on the property trying to speak to me or anybody else, we are to call the police. But regardless, what the fuck in anybody's mind makes them feel the need to say or do anything like that? And you're playing it off as a joke because you think that you're gonna just get away with that shit. And that shit's not fucking funny. If I wasn't at work, if I didn't love my job and I wasn't worried about the potential to lose my job, I would have said significantly more, and I would have created a large problem for that man in that public place. I can guarantee you that. But I love my job, and I love my boss, and I love the people that work at my job, and I was not about to risk what was going on at my job for me in order to put that man in his place. But I'm letting you know that these people are everywhere. And if you have a good supportive job like I do, please do not bottle these things. Tell your boss, tell your HR, tell the people that need to be called. My friend was on the phone with UPS.
Say, bro, shit like this don't happen to me, bro, for the most part, because when I'm dealing with especially white dudes, bro, like I don't know how to describe my energy when I'm around them, but it's assertive. It's very stern, and usually you don't play with those type of people. You know, dead soon. If I meet a white man today and I shake his hand, hey, how you doing? Dead in his eye, firm grip, no games, no smile. But I'm courteous. But like the games and all the little stereotype jokes and shit, they don't even try me with that, bro. Because I don't come off like I can play with you like that at all. They go after people that they think weaker than them, bro. I'm telling you. Boy, I look you dead in your face and give you that energy like, bro, I wish you would in here. I wish you would. I promise you that.
Filing a complaint.
That's crazy.
They talk to him personally. Tell whoever the F you need to tell that this person made you uncomfortable. Racists
You gonna make me
do
uncomfortable.
not
I'm gonna
deserve
make you uncomfortable.
to be made to feel comfortable for saying stupid, racist ass shit.
They don't play with me like that.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
The last time I got called something out my name, it was in transit. Dude had an exit. It was nothing I could do to him. I was on foot. He was in the car. You get what I'm saying? Face to face, that boy wouldn't have had the balls to call me no N-word, bro. Target parking lot, man, maybe like 2 years ago. Crazy word. But I don't even let him joke with me like that, bro. Like, Will, man, you're black. You didn't have a dad. What you mean by that? Nigga, my dad had name tattooed on my arm, R.I.P. And we got the same exact last name, and I'm a junior. Now, what you meant by that? Oh, man, man, bro, my bad, take it easy, bro, damn. Like, nah, what you, like, nah, talk to me, buddy. You said it with your chest when you said it. Nah, look, talk to me about this. Now, what you were trying to prove with saying what you just said? Duck ass.
I just want to say this is not my first instance with racism, obviously, but I just felt really uncomfortable and I felt like I needed to talk about it.
We done got to the end of the video, and the thing that she said this is not my first time dealing with racism. Isn't it crazy that we have to live in a world where hopefully we don't have to have reoccurring incidences or problems throughout the day? Like, you literally have to worry about opening your door, stepping out, and dealing with some funky ass bullshit like racism every day of your life. It's crazy, guys, but go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you in the next one.
Today, I quit. Y'all didn't have to fire me, love, because y'all don't get to call me no nigga. No white person ever gets to call me a nigga. And this is for Sonya, for the next black person, for the next white person, anybody. Y'all gonna stop calling people niggas, because the next person ain't gonna be too happy, too fond, okay? So I just had to walk out because the Loyola University just let some girl call me a nigga and ain't doing nothing about it. They are worried about my attendance versus the expectation of the company allowing this girl to call me a nigga on the property. I have a video and I will be escalating this next level. So they said sorry for not meeting my expectations and what I needed. Thought that I was gonna just come back to work like nothing ever happened, and I'm not. Y'all don't get to just call me a nigga and then expect me to come back to work. That's not how this works. That is not how this works. So today, I quit. Y'all didn't have to fire me.
Yeah, bro, that's wild. Look, check this out, though. I want to highlight a comment. This might help somebody. So it says, don't ever quit. Always see a psychiatrist, assuming you got the money to do that, and talk about how this experience affected you. Then file a charge with the EEOC for discrimination. If your company has more than 1,000 employees, varies by state, you could be entitled to upwards of $500,000 settled outside of court. Keep a paper trail of all interactions. Follow Ash K whatever for more tips, which is wild. You know, I heard Charleston White say he sues every job he worked at, and it definitely has something to do with what this guy just mentioned. And you could take that with a grain of salt because it's, you know, it's Charleston White. He be all over the place, but sometimes the dude be right. Call the EEOC ASAP. Document everything. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Good luck, sister. We don't have to stand for the anti-black racial discrimination. Call me out my name if you want to. I'm going to show you.
Let's talk about it.
And if Mrs. Rosario has something about one of those...
It's Dr. Rosario. Thank you.
If Mrs. Rosario has something about...
Dr. Rosario.
Well, you know, I'm sorry. Your name says on here, Carrie Rosario. Hey, Carrie.
It's Dr. Rosario.
You got something...
I would call you Tony, so please, sir, call me as I would like to be called. That's how I'm identified.
It doesn't really matter. We're here.
It matters to me. It matters to me. And out of respect, I would like you to call me by the name...
See, they just don't respect us.
Your screen says Carrie Rosario.
I'm verbalizing my name is Dr. Carrie Rosario, and it really speaks very negative quote.
I'm Dr. Michael H. Ford, and let's talk about what you just saw. A black woman with a Doctor of Public Health degree introduced herself as Dr. Rosario. Former Greensboro zoning commissioner Tony Collins called her Mrs. She corrected it. He called her Carrie. She corrected him again 5 times. And then he said it doesn't really matter. As someone who holds a DRPH, I can tell you exactly how much it matters. A DRPH is not honorary. It is not easy. It is late night sacrifice weekends, years of coursework, a dissertation that nearly broke you, and a defense you prepared for like your life depended on it. I know because I have one. That title is not given. It is fought for. In 1864, Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler became the first black woman in America to earn a medical degree. One doctor sneered that the MD behind her name stood for nothing more than mule driver. In 2016, Dr. Tamika Cross identified herself as a physician during a Delta flight emergency. The flight attendant told her to put her hand down. A white male doctor offered to help. No one asked him for his credentials. 150 years apart, same message. Your title doesn't count. Dr. Rosario said it herself. As a black woman, she intentionally introduces herself as doctor because she's often dismissed in many different spaces. She logged into that virtual meeting with her armor fully on, composed, credentialed, professional. And a man in a position of public authority looked at her and said it doesn't really matter. Those 4 words carry the entire weight of American history on their back. Black women have earned every degree, every title, and every seat at every table they have ever occupied, twice over, under twice the scrutiny, with half the respect. Dr. Rosario didn't just correct the commissioner. She corrected centuries of history that told black women their credentials don't count. The city council unanimously removed Tony Collins the very next day. He wrote, and I quote, "There is no good excuse for my interaction with Dr. Rosario. She was always Dr. Rosario from the moment she logged on to that meeting to the moment he was removed. And she will be Dr. Rosario long after his name is forgotten." Healing starts with knowing. Follow for more.
Bro, that's so messed up, dog. Hey, bro, you know, I went to Xavier University. I have my bachelor's, right? Biology and chemistry. And like those classes was so hard, dog. Real talk. And that's just the tip of the iceberg for people who decided to go further. Go get their master's, to go get a doctorate, or go to medical school, or, you know, to go to law school, whatever, bro. So you just trying to undermine people's accomplishments and not put respect on their name because of the color of their skin. And let's be fucking for real. We know that's why he did it. Racist ass. Ooh. Boy, that's why black people got to work twice as hard to get half of what other people get, dog, because of people like him. Somebody said he knows exactly what he was doing. Yep. He wanted to create the angry black woman, but sis held her composure, politely said her piece. That's a queen. Give us our respect where it is due. That you shouldn't even have to do all that, dog. That's wild. Yeah, man, but that's the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to hype your boy up, man.
Hype me up. Hype me up.